Hello children, this is S. Nagaraju from JP School Postpatrega, and I am going to deal our first lesson reading A. Attitude is altitude. But you have learnt some parts of this lesson up to page number 4. Today I am going to start that lesson, continue that lesson from the last paragraph of the page number 4 to the end of the lesson. Before going to begin our lesson, I would like to tell you about some inspirational persons of India and of AP also, Andhra Pradesh also. And we have a video which is, she is a woman born without hands. You see, she is now going to drive that car. The important thing is, she fought with the government to get her driving license. Finally, court ordered the government to issue her driving license. That is her courage and confidence. And one more important person of our Andhra Pradesh is Katta Simhachalam Garu. He is a blind man, but he cracked IAS, Indian Administrative Service. He worked in our district as a trainee collector. So, any visual impairedness, blind or physically handicapped problem may not stop our goal, cannot stop our goal. Okay, let's continue our lesson.
Dear students, we have some new words in this part 3. Here we go. Article, a story or a report published in a newspaper. For example, I have read an excellent article about COVID-19 in the Hindu newspaper. Disabled, handicapped, achieve, fulfill, realize, understand. For example, Kiran realized that he had forgotten his umbrella at home. Hope, confidence, inspirational, encouraging, motivational, encourage, support, courage, bravery. For example, Shekhar doesn't have courage to invest money in the share market. It shows his timidity. That means Shekhar is not brave. He is a cowardice. Thankful, grateful, appreciative. Challenges, difficulties. Strengthen, to make strong. Reinforce. Conviction. Now students, who will read the words on the blackboard? Dear students,
I will read, sir.
Okay, Ujjwal, you read them aloud.
Article, a story, disabled, handicapped, achieve, fulfill, realize, understand, hope, confidence, inspirational, encouraging, motivational, encourage, support, courage, bravery, thankful, grateful, appreciative, challenges, difficulties, strengthen, to make strong, or reinforce.
Stop. Convictions, beliefs. Here see the example. Lata refuses to take chicken on Saturdays because of her religious convictions. Run over, knockdown, harm, perseverance, determination, stamina, dedication, freak out, to scare, frighten someone, sped off, drove off, amazing, wonderful, fantastic, absolutely, completely, feat, a difficult achievement, magazine, a journal, gravity, downward force, publish, print, human spirit, human brain, handle, face, deal. Okay, let us see all the words one more time. ఇప్పుడు ఒకసారి తెలుగులో చూద్దాం. ఆర్టికల్ అంటే ఒక వ్యాసం, ఏదైనా న్యూస్ పేపర్లో వచ్చిన వ్యాసాన్ని ఆర్టికల్ అంటాం. డిజేబుల్డ్ అంటే మనకు తెలుసు కదా, వికలాంగులు. అలాగే అచీవ్ చేయడం అంటే ఏదైనా సాధించడం. రియలైజ్ అంటే మనం అప్పుడే తెలుసుకోవడం, అర్థం చేసుకోవడం. హోప్ అంటే కాన్ఫిడెన్స్, నమ్మకం. ఇన్స్పిరేషనల్ అంటే ఇన్స్పైరింగ్ చేయడం, ఎంకరేజ్ చేయడం, మోటివేట్ చేయడం. ఎంకరేజ్ అంటే సపోర్ట్ ఇవ్వడం, ఆధారం ఇవ్వడం, ఉత్సాహపరచడం. కరేజ్ అంటే ధైర్యం. థ్యాంక్ఫుల్ అంటే కృతజ్ఞతతో ఉండడం. ఛాలెంజెస్ అంటే సమస్యలు, కష్టాలు, ఇబ్బందులు, ఇవన్నీను. స్ట్రెంగ్థెన్ చేయడం అంటే మరింత మనం స్ట్రాంగ్గా తయారవడం. కన్విక్షన్స్ నమ్మకాలు. రనోవా మనకి హాని చేయడం, మనల్ని కుంగదీయడం. పర్జెవరెన్స్ అంకిత భావం, పట్టుదల. ఫ్రీక్ అవుట్ ఎవరినైనా భయపెట్టడం. స్పెడ్ ఆఫ్ వేగంగా డ్రైవ్ చేసుకుంటూ వెళ్ళిపోవడం. అమేజింగ్ అంటే అద్భుతం, అద్భుతమైన. అబ్సల్యూట్లీ అంటే పూర్తిగా, కంప్లీట్లీ. ఫీట్ సాధించడానికి చాలా కష్టమైనటువంటి ఒక విజయం. మ్యాగజైన్ అంటే ఒక పత్రిక. గ్రావిటీ గురుత్వాకర్షణ అంటాం, భూమి మన వైపు, మనల్ని తన వైపు లాగేస్తుందని, అది. ఇంకా పబ్లిష్ చేయడం అంటే ఏదైనా బుక్ని ప్రింట్ చేసి మార్కెట్లో రిలీజ్ చేయడం. హ్యూమన్ స్పిరిట్ అంటే మానవ శక్తి, మనలో మనకున్న శక్తి. హ్యాండిల్ చేయడం అంటే మనం ఏదైనా విషయాన్ని, ఏదైనా సమస్యని ఎదుర్కోవడం. Surya, now you read them out.
Conviction, beliefs, run over, knock down, harm, perseverance, determination, stamina, dedication, freak out, to scare, frighten someone, sped off, drove off, amazing, wonderful, fantastic, absolutely, completely, feat, a difficult achievement, magazine, journal, gravity, downward force, publish, print, human spirit, human brain, handle, face, deal.
Very good, very good. Well done, Surya. Okay, dear students. Now let's come to our lesson. Attitude is altitude. You have listened the lesson up to the page number 4. Now we deal our class beginning from the paragraph when I was 13. Okay, SSV, read out that lesson.
When I was 13, I read a newspaper article about a disabled man who had managed to achieve great things and helped others, said Nick. I realized why God had made us like this, to give hope to others. It was so inspirational to me that I decided to use my life to encourage other people and give them the courage that the article had given me. I decided to be thankful for what I do have, not get angry about what I don't. I looked at myself in the mirror and said, "You know what? The world is right that I have no arms and legs, but they will never take away the beauty of my eyes." I wanted to concentrate on something good that I had. The challenges in our lives are there to strengthen our convictions. They are not there to run us over, said Nick. In 1990, Nick won the Australian Young Citizen of the Year award for his bravery and perseverance.
Nice. Well done. SSV, you have read it very well. So, dear students, in this passage, Nick shared many things with us about his inspirational person. Do you know who is his inspirational person?
The success story of a disabled man, sir.
Yes. The success story he read in the newspaper. Then he realized about his birth, the purpose of his birth. Can you say what is his realization?
To give hope to others, sir.
Yes. As the disabled person in the newspaper item helped others, in the same way, he decided that he can also give hope to others. So, that article gave him a nice inspiration. With that inspiration, he decided one thing to do in his life. Can you say what was that decision?
To use his life to encourage others, sir.
Yes. He also decided to use his life to encourage the other people, and he wanted to give them courage. And also he shares another thing with us. We should be thankful for what we have. We should not be dissatisfied with what we don't have. There should be a satisfaction in everybody's life. And he also shares about the positive things in his body. Yes, we know that he doesn't have arms and legs, but he has beautiful face, beautiful smile, beautiful eyes. So he wanted to concentrate on something good that he had. And he also shares an important thing about the challenges in our life. Challenges means, problems, difficulties. So, can you say what is the purpose of challenges in our life?
Yes, sir.
What is that?
To strengthen our convictions and confidence, sir.
Yes, the purpose of challenges in our life is to strengthen our confidence levels, to build up our confidence levels. For that only he got, for that courage only he got a good award from his Australian government, that is Young Citizen of the Year award. Can you say what are the good qualities identified in Nick's by his government?
For his bravery and perseverance, sir.
Yes, his bravery and his perseverance means his determination towards his life inspired his Australian government. Dear children, here is a test for you. You have to write correct synonyms of the underlined words in the given paragraph. You have to read the paragraph and read the underlined words and select the correct synonyms given in the box. You have to write down the correct synonyms in the blanks given below. Okay, Surya, come forward and read the paragraph and answer the vocabulary exercise.
I realized why God had made us like this, to give hope to others. It was so inspirational to me that I decided to use my life to encourage other people and give them the courage that the article had given me. The underlined words are realized, hope, encourage, and courage. Now I select the word understood for realized, and I choose the word confidence for hope,
Very good.
and I choose the word support for encourage,
Very good. Very nice.
and the word bravery for courage.
Nice. Excellent. Well done, Surya. Keep it up. Dear students, here is another vocabulary test for you. You have to write antonyms of the underlined words in the given paragraph. So you have to select right or correct opposites from group B for the words of group A. Who will read the paragraph?
I will read, sir.
Okay, Ujjwal, come on. Read aloud the paragraph.
The challenges in our lives are there to strengthen our convictions. They are not there to run us over, said Nick. In 1990, Nick won the Australian Young Citizen of the Year award for his bravery and perseverance.
Okay, now read out the words from group A.
Group A, strengthen convictions. 1. Bravery.
Now read out the words given in group B.
Disbeliefs weaken, beliefs freshen, timidity lost.
Okay, now you have to write down the number of the correct opposite word.
Opposite word for strengthen is weaken. So I write 2 in the blank. Opposite word for convictions is disbeliefs. So I write number 1 in that blank. Opposite word for 1 is lost. So write number 6 in that blank. Opposite word for bravery is timidity. So I will write the number 5 in that blank.
Very good. Excellently done, Ujjwal. Dear students, you have read this passage in the lesson when I was 13 so and so. Now there are some 5 questions below this passage. I will ask the questions and you have to write down your answer on the blank. Okay, SSV, read out that lesson.
When I was 13, I read a newspaper article about a disabled man who had managed to achieve great things and helped others, said Nick. I realized why God had made us like this, to give hope to others. It was so inspirational to me that I decided to use my life to encourage other people and give them the courage that the article had given me. I decided to be thankful for what I do have, not get angry about what I don't. I looked at myself in the mirror and said, you know what, the world is right that I have no arms and legs, but they will never take away the beauty of my eyes. I wanted to concentrate on something good that I had. The challenges in our lives are there to strengthen our convictions. They are not there to run us over, said Nick. In 1990, Nick won the Australian Young Citizen of the Year award for his bravery and perseverance.
Nice, well done. SSV, you have read it very well. Dear students, you have read this passage in the lesson when I was 13 so and so. Now there are some 5 questions below this passage. I will ask the questions and you have to write down your answer on the blank. The first question, what was the thing that inspired Nick?
A newspaper article about a disabled man and his achievements, sir.
A newspaper article about a disabled man and his achievements. Okay, right. And the second question is here, what was the intention of God in making disabled people, according to Nick?
The disabled people can give hope to others, sir.
Right. So the duty of the disabled people is to give hope to other depressed people. Right. What was the decision made by Nick after his realization? You have to read out the three options and select the right option.
The first option is he decided to read news articles about disabled people. I don't think this is right, sir. The second option is he needed to encourage other people and give them courage. And the last one is he decided to get angry with God.
So what was the right option?
I think second option is the correct one, sir.
Right. So you have to write B in the bracket. And next, fourth question. According to Nick, the purpose of challenge is.
The first option is to run us over. The second one is to strengthen our confidence. And the third one is to weaken our conviction. The correct one is second option, sir.
So here also the correct option is B. Right. And the final question, what are the great qualities of Nick that won him Australian Young Citizen of the Year award?
Determination. The first option is the determination and courage. Second one is intelligence and disability. Third one is lack of purpose and no strength. The answer is A, sir.
Okay, right. Well done. Okay. Now let's continue the lesson on the page number 5 from the paragraph. And once I watch, this paragraph will be read out by our student Vaishnavi. Vaishnavi, read it out.
And once I was in a car and a girl at traffic lights was looking at me interestingly. She could only see my head, so I decided to do a 360-degree spin in the car seat to freak her out. Her face was like, "Oh, what is going on?" She sped off really quickly. Nick began traveling the world, and in 2008, he went to Hawaii and met surfing master Bethany Hamilton, who had her arm bitten off by a shark when she was 12. She was amazing, said Nick. She taught me how to surf, and I was terrified at first. But once I got up there, it felt absolutely fantastic, and I caught some waves pretty well. Nick quickly learned how to do the 360-degree spins on his board, a feat that got him on the cover of Surfer magazine within 48 hours. No one has ever done that in the history of surfing, he said. But I have a very low center of gravity, so I have got pretty good balance. He has visited different countries all over the world. The football fan is now a motivational speaker and has traveled to over 24 countries speaking to groups of up to 110,000 people.
Excellent, Vaishnavi. Well done. Dear students, in this passage, we can see the courage of Nick upon his disability. I mean, he played a joke upon his disability. That is, we have learnt in the first part. He called his small foot like a chicken drumstick. And in the same way, he frightened a girl at the traffic signal with his torso. He did a 360-degree spin that made the girl who is watching him from her car frightened very much, and she drove off her car very quickly. And Nick began his traveling all over the world. He went to Hawaii. There he met a surfing master. Her name is Bethany Hamilton. You know, what's her? When she was at 12 years old, something happened to her. What's that?
A shark had bitten off her arm, sir. A shark had bitten off her arm, sir.
Ah, right. Can you say which arm did it bite? Here is the picture in this passage. You see, Bethany Hamilton was giving training to Nick on the waves. Can you say? Yes, she had lost her left arm, and he learned a 360-degree spin also on his skateboard while learning surfing with the help of Bethany Hamilton. So on one day, his photo came up on Surfing magazine on the cover page itself. Why?
He did a 360-degree spin, sir, on the surfing board.
Yes. And you can you say what was the common quality between the both? Nick and Bethany Hamilton.
They both had a disability, but still,
Yes, they are giving hope to others. They were successful in their life. Yes, because she had become a surfing master without without an arm, and can you say what helped Nick to get good balance? What was the positive point in his body?
he had a very low center of gravity.
Yes, because of his low center of gravity only, he has got a pretty good balance. And finally, the football fan, the English Premier League fan, now became a good motivational speaker. He inspires so many people all over the world. He traveled nearly 24 countries, giving speeches to the huge groups, 1 lakh people in one go. So, can you say what was his present profession?
He is a famous motivational speaker, sir.
Yes. His present profession is motivational. He's working now as a motivational speaker. We can get so many videos from his. Okay, dear children, who will read the passage on the page number 5, on the last passage?
Sir, I will read.
Sir, I too will read, sir.
Okay, SSV, you can begin the passage, the last passage on the page number 5, beginning from he moved to Los Angeles.
He moved to Los Angeles in 2007 and planned to continue to travel the world. In 2009, he visited South America and the Middle East. In 2008, Kani Miyahara, a beautiful young girl whose mother was a Mexican and whose father was a Japanese, attended to a meeting where Nick was the guest speaker in Texas. Kani was attracted to Nick's message. From that time, they were in touch with each other to share their ideas on giving hope to the needy, and they became close friends. Finally, they fell in love and their engagement happened in August 2011. Nick put the engagement ring on Kani's finger with his mouth and then said the most beautiful words every girl wants to hear coming out from her man's mouth, "Baby, I love you."
Okay, well done. SSV, you did a dear students, in this passage, we can see that our hero Nick shifted from Australia to Los Angeles, America, because he planned to continue his traveling all over the world. So he visited South America, Middle East, etc. countries. In Texas meeting in 2008, he met Kani Miyahara, her parents from, mother from Mexico and father from Japan. She attended meeting. In that meeting, something happened. Kani Miyahara was attracted to his messages. So what happened? They wanted to continue their friendship and discuss on the issues regarding the depressed people. How can we give hope to the depressed people like that? They discussed so many things. They shared so many ideas between them. So thus they became good friends. So when their both ideologies are same, they wanted to spend more time with each other. Thus they fell in love and they got their engagement in 2011. Can you say how did Nick put his engagement ring to her finger? You can see the pictures here. Kani Miyahara and Nick, and Kani Miyahara shows her engagement ring. So can you answer me?
He put with his mouth, sir.
Yes, he put the ring with his mouth because he has the only thing to talk, to hold pens, pencils, like that, everything. That mouth is only. Can you say what was the attracting point that dragged her towards Nick?
Nick's motivational speeches, sir.
Yes, his messages, his motivational speeches are excellent. So she was attracted. And how did they become close friends?
They frequently shared ideas about helping needy people.
Ah, right. Excellent. Okay. What did you find the common feature among these two?
They both were thinking together to help depressed people all over the world, and they wanted to give hope to the people with their motivational speeches.
Now, Vaishnavi, you continue the paragraph from Nick and Kani got married.
Nick and Kani got married on February 12, 2012, and on February 13, 2013, they were blessed with the birth of a healthy baby boy with full body. Nick and Kani wrote an inspirational book, Love Without Limits, together, and it was published in 2014. If I fail, I try again and again and again. If you fail, are you going to try again? The human spirit can handle much worse than we realize. It matters how you are going to finish. Are you going to finish strong? Said Nick. I tell people to keep on getting up when they fall and to always love themselves, he said. If I can encourage just one person, then my job in this life is done.
Nice. Very good, Vaishnavi and Yashasvi. Dear students, we came to the climax of this unit. This reading A. Attitude is altitude. Nick and Kani Miyahara got married, and they were blessed with a baby boy with healthy body, and they together wrote so many inspirational books. For example, Love Without Limits. And Nick has written so many books individually also, like Unstoppable, Stand Strong. There are so many books also there. Can you say what was the purpose of the book Love Without Limits?
To inspire others, sir.
Yes, to inspire others. Yes. Nick has given a good message in this passage. What he says, if we fail, we should try again and again. That's a good philosophy. Because he says that our human spirit, our human character, our human brain can deal much worse than we realize. That means if you think that it is something is not possible for you, but it is possible for you if you deal with hard work and dedication, determination. So what he says, it matters how you are going to finish. If you finish it strong, you will be a successful person in your life. So, can you say which name can we give to the quality of trying a number of times?
Determination, dedication.
Yes. Nick decided to do one thing as his life ambition. That is what he tells people to keep on getting up when they fall. That means when they are when they failed in their attempts, they should not stop there. They have to continue their trials. And the important point, Nick says that one should love oneself. You should love yourself. I should love myself. So that means we should have confidence upon the spirit which was carried forwarded from your parents. The most important point in this passage is, can you say what was that?
If we fail, we should try again and again until we succeed.
Yes, very good. That's why our hero Nick also says that the important sentence at the end of this passage is, if I can encourage just one person, then my job in this life is done. You see the marriage photos of Nick, Kani Miyahara and Nick's wedding ceremony. Pics are there, and Love Without Limits book cover page also is there. and their baby boy with a healthy body, with a cheerful smile. So, dear students, we have to continue our hard work.